friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. I have a major favorites video for you all today. I'm going to be sharing with you all my top 10 obsessions for the spring season. Not only beauty, but we're also going to be doing fashion as well. So a little bit of like a favorites mashup, so to speak. Some of these things are trends, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite products to rock those trends. And then some of these things are just my own trends, categories of products that I have absolutely been loving. I have so much to share with you guys. I have some really good luxury dupes as well for you in the fashion category. So if you want to hang out with me today and hear about all of the things that I'm loving for spring, then keep watching. Let's kick things off with spring obsession number 1. This is going to be in the makeup category. I am obsessed with glowy blurred skin. And I feel like especially over the past couple of weeks, every single brand has launched their version of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, maybe like a glowy primer, glowing drops, bronzing drops, glowy blushes, literally you name it, guys. And hands down, one of my favorite new releases from this past spring, not only for the glowy skin look, but just in general, has been the new Dior Glow Star filter. I love this stuff. I use this stuff all the time. I think Dior did a really great job formulating this product. And you know what, friends? I almost skipped on this product. I was like, oh no, it's just gonna be like every other thing that I have in my drawer. Every brand has their version of this product. And I feel like Dior is maybe a little bit late to the game, but maybe they just put a little extra thought into it because this product is so good. I really like this one compared to some of the other ones in my collection because number 1, it's very hydrating. It's not greasy, it's not oily. It makes my skin look so plump and glowy, not only from the pigmentation, you know, the glowiness of it, but also from just the texture and the finish of the product because it is so hydrating. It works really well underneath my makeup, especially if I'm gonna wear kind of a more like matte foundation. And I do feel like this product works as a beautiful hydrating primer. But not only that, I also really like the pigmentation of it because sometimes you get these products and they're way too pigmented or almost glittery and it's like too much. And then other times you get them and they aren't really pigmented enough. You go in with your foundation and then it's like, what was the point? It just kind of gets covered up or whatever. I really like the pigmentation of this. I feel like it's noticeable without turning me into a complete disco ball, and I really like to mix it into my foundation as well. There's a pretty good shade range, so you can kind of pick what's gonna work best for you. Maybe you can get a deeper shade if you wanna warm up your skin a little bit. So that is one that I've really been liking. And in addition to the Glow Star filter, we've also been seeing some really beautiful glowy powder products as well. On the more subtle side, I love the new Guerlain Météorites. I know that they're not new. I know this product has been around for a long time and I liked them before, but they were reformulated, they were repackaged, and I love the new packaging. I love the new scent. I prefer it a little bit more to the old scent, and I do really like the new shade that they added, the 01 Pearly White, I believe it's called. I like to use that one on my under eyes just to kind of brighten everything up. I usually use the 02 all over the face, and it just creates the most beautiful kind of blurred, glowy veil. That is definitely my vibe in the spring and summer. And then you guys know I love the 04 Amber on the cheeks as a blush. That's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I always get questions from my subscribers like, what's a glowy blush that still looks incredibly natural? Because some of them can be a little bit too intense and some of them can highlight texture. This is such a good option if you are a little bit, you know, fairer in skin tone like me. The 04, it's supposed to be a finishing powder for deeper skin tones, but it has this gorgeous pinky undertone that works perfectly as a glowy blush. Finally, friends, my last glowy product favorite are, of course, the new RMS bronzers. I can't stop using these. Beach Walk Betty is one of the best bronzers I have ever tried for fair skin tones, at least in like the glowy category. Obviously, there are a lot on the market that I've reviewed here on my channel, but this one, I just love the glow that I get from it. I just love the beautiful pinky undertone that this provides. It's so gorgeous. I haven't stopped using it. And then recently, RMS also gifted me the other shades in the range so that I could swatch them for you in the RMS video that I recently posted. And I really like to use the Bikini Beach, the deepest shade, as a contour, which is what I did today. It just gives like a really pretty sculpt to the skin, but because it has like that terracotta base, it also just just, I don't know, kind of warms up the cheeks. I've just really been enjoying it. All of the shades of the bronzers are beautiful. I do think we need a few deeper shades, but if you can find one that works for your skin tone, I highly recommend those. And by the way, if you happen to be new here, I just want to take a quick second to say hi, welcome, my name is Sophia, and I help you shop for luxury. I am so passionate about luxury, beauty, and fashion, so I talk about it here a lot on my channel. I do a lot of favorites videos just like this one, fun and helpful guides, and we have a lot of intelligent discussions about the luxury and beauty industry. So if you love luxury, hit that subscribe button to join our fam. We would love to have you. And as a quick reminder, friends, all the products that I'm talking about in this video, I will have them linked in the description box down below, along with my sizing for any of the fashion pieces. I do usually use affiliate links just depending on the brand. So when you shop through my links, it does earn me a small commission that supports my channel. Full disclosure. And with that, friends, let's get back to the rest of my spring favorites. My next spring obsession is technically a fashion trend, but that being said, I feel like this never goes out of style, okay? It is denim. And not only jeans, I have some cool jeans to show you guys, but also skirts, shoes, bags, literally everything denim is on trend for 2024. And I've been finding so many cute little pieces, and I have some really cool luxury dupes to show you guys as well. And I'm gonna kick off this denim fashion show with my newest favorite pair of jeans. These are from Frame, and this is a part of their Jet Set collection, which apparently is their best-selling collection, and I've never tried them before. I own so many pairs of jeans from Frame. I spent so much money on this site, and I've never tried this collection before. This pair was actually gifted to me by the brand, and I like them so much, I went out and bought like 2 more pairs in different styles, so I'm gonna show them to you guys today. The reason why I really like this collection is because the jeans are just so comfortable. They're called the Jet Set collection because it's supposed to be a pair of jeans that you can, you know, wear on a plane, on like a long plane ride, feel incredibly comfortable, and then get off the plane and just look fabulous. You can do anything in these jeans. They feel like yoga pants. If you're someone like me and you wake up every morning and you kind of put on like a lot of athleisure because maybe you're running errands, you're working, you might be chasing after your kids, you might be traveling, etc., then legit, these might be perfect for you. In fact, I wore the ones that were gifted to me home to New Jersey a couple weeks back when I was visiting my parents. I just needed something, you know, comfortable to travel in. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll wear the Jet Set jeans. My sister and my mom saw the jeans and I was telling them how comfortable they were. They both bought 2 pairs. They love them, and now we all love the Jet Set jeans. So you guys got to check these out. In fact, I do have a coupon code from Frame until the end of the month, until April 30th. It is Sophia15. You can save 15% off anything on the site, not just the Jet Set collection or whatever, anything that is full price, you can save 15% on. So I'll list that in the description box. I do have 2 more styles also that I want to show you guys that I picked up recently from the new spring collection. The first ones are these slightly wide leg, light wash blue denim. I like these because they have the raw hem, so it gives it kind of like a beachy feel. I also don't really have anything this light in my collection. I don't have a lot of light colored jeans. I usually go dark wash, but I really like these with like a white pair of sandals, a crisp white pair of sneakers. I just thought the wash was very unique, and they also are incredibly soft, stretchy, and a little bit lighter and more breathable. It's not like that kind of rigid denim that we normally wear, more so in like the fall and the winter. So I felt like these were really good for spring as well. And then the other pair, look how cute these are, guys. These are a pair of light pink jeans. This is a great way to, you know, be comfortable, wear like jeans and a t-shirt, but have something that's a little bit more unexpected and stylish. I love pink, not even for spring, but just year round. So I decided to get these. I don't have a pink pair of jeans. And the other reason why I got these is because I thought that this color in particular would look really, really good with my other denim obsession, which has been denim footwear. This obsession started last year when I first bought these denim dad sandals from Chanel. Do you guys remember that haul? I saw these sandals and I just thought they were the cutest thing. But the thing is, friends, when you have denim or chambray shoes, I don't really feel like they look good with blue jeans, or at least jeans that are like the same tone. They don't really pop as much. It just, I don't know. I don't like the look of it. I don't think you can get these Chanel sandals anymore, unfortunately, but I did find a nice affordable dupe from Steve Madden. Take a look at these. these are so cute. It's like the same look. I know it's not Chanel, but they're way more affordable, so I will link those down below. If you have been watching my recent luxury hauls, then you will also know that I recently picked up a really cute pair of denim loafers from Hermes. I love the look of these with crisp white trousers and jeans, same sort of look, but a little bit more dressy because it's a loafer. The Hermes ones I will link down below, but I know they're very pricey, so I also found a good luxury dupe for you guys from Coach. I love Coach, by the way. I have Coach bags that I wear all the time. You guys don't know this, Coach is owned by the same brand that owns Stuart Weitzman. So like all the Coach shoes are made in the Stuart Weitzman factory. That's what I've been told. And I found these really, really cute denim ones that look very close to the Hermes ones that I think you guys can definitely check out if you're looking to kind of rock this trend. And then the last denim piece that I'm absolutely obsessed with is this asymmetrical denim skirt from Maje. A lot of you guys were asking me, where's that skirt from, when I posted it on Instagram a couple weeks back. Isn't this the cutest skirt ever? I love it, not only because it's denim, but also it's long, it's kind of like floaty and flirty. It has that asymmetrical hem, so it kind of like twirls around you as you walk. I really like to wear this with sneakers, but I also like to wear it with cowgirl boots. I wear it with so many different things. I think at one point I wore this like 2 or 3 days in a row. It's one of my favorite pieces for this summer. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this trend and if you are also loving it just as much as me. Going back to makeup, another trend that I've been seeing pop up recently that I've really been liking is fun and colorful eyeliners. I love to play around with pops of color, specifically in the spring and summer, and I've been noticing a lot more brands coming out with colorful eyeliners. I kind of feel like this is a bit of a trend. We've seen the ones from Dolce & Gabbana Beauty. We also have seen the Dior coming out with new colorful eyeliners, which should be launching literally any day now. But one of the ones that I have tried that really stands out in my mind that I've been enjoying is the new Victoria Beckham Satin Eye Cajal in the shade Seafoam. I recently reviewed this for you guys in one of my recent videos. I love this shade. I think it is absolutely stunning. I already really like her eyeliners. I'm pretty sure I have every single shade, and this one is definitely my favorite in kind of like the colorful category because you think it's not gonna work. You think it's gonna be a hard color to pull off, but it is so beautiful and soft. That kind of pastel seafoam green, it contrasts so beautifully with brown eyes, and it's colorful, but it's still soft enough where it's extremely easy to pull off. It looks so good with like a sparkly gold eye, a sparkly gold champagne eye, just kind of like a one and done shadow and a little bit of that liner. It is beautiful. If you haven't checked out that shade or if you haven't seen the demo, I'll link that video down below. The other one that I really like, which many of you guys could probably guess this, is the one from the Chanel Spring Collection. If I can still find any stock, I'll link it in the description box, friends. You know the color that I'm talking about. It is the beautiful blue abyss, that bright, I don't know, would you call it electric blue? It's not a neon blue, but it is a very bright, bold blue. I love a navy, but this is just like a little bit fun and different for spring. I love the fact that they launched something a little bit more vibrant in an eyeliner color to pair along with like the Ribcage palette, for example. So that is another trend, or at least I think it's a new trend. Comment down below that I've really been enjoying. As I am known to do, I was scrolling around the internet trying to read, like what are the biggest trends for spring and summer 2024? And I came across this one, and kind of similar to the denim trend, it's like, yeah, maybe it is something that we saw on the runways, but this really never goes out of style. This trend that I'm loving is summer whites. White dresses, white shoes, white bags, crisp white shirts, white pants, maybe a little bit of off-white as well. This is something that I love for the spring and summer, and I have found several really cute pieces in this category that I want to show you. This first one I'm really excited about. Take a look at this adorable white denim midi shirt dress. Guess where I got this from? Guess where I got this from? It's from The Gap. It's from The Gap. They have some cute things, guys. I was just searching for like white denim skirt, white denim dress, that kind of stuff, and this popped up and I was like, That's so cute. You can wear it with sneakers if you want it to be a little bit more laid back. You can wear it with some wedges and maybe a little silk scarf and dress it up if you're going to, I don't know, like a luncheon or a brunch or something like that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this also comes in petite sizing, and I think it also comes in tall sizing. I also was on the hunt for the perfect white denim midi skirt, and I feel like I found it. This is the perfect one because I feel like with a lot of denim midi skirts, especially the ones that kind of go like straight up or down, they can kind of overwhelm the body, or they can be a little bit heavy, they can be a little bit restricting, maybe a little bit tight also, not super comfortable. This one is perfect because I feel like it is the perfect silhouette where it just kind of like goes along the hips. It's not too tight and constricting. It also has the slit up the front so you can easily move around. Also with the slit, which by the way, it's not too high, okay? It doesn't like show or reveal anything when you sit down, but also because it has the slit, it makes it so that you can kind of show off your shoes a little bit. This is the type of skirt that you can style not only with sandals and sneakers, but also with boots as kind of like a transitional piece. That's the beauty of this. My number one recommendation in terms of tops that I've been wearing with a lot of these pieces is this one from Everlane. The name of this is the Silky Cotton Way Short Shirt in white. Now the Silky Cotton shirt from Everlane, just like the regular one, that's my favorite white button down. Like if you need a white button down, you need the Silky Cotton one because that is exactly what it is. It's kind of like this really soft, breathable cotton shirt. It's not like starchy and crisp, and you're not gonna be like, you know, sweating up a storm in it. You gotta check that one out. But they have this version, which is a cropped version, and I can't stop wearing this shirt. I keep having to wash it. I probably am gonna buy like one or two more to wear with a lot of these more like high-waisted pants and skirts, because you know, do you ever have a button up that you don't want to like tuck it in all the way because it adds a little bit more bulge to, you know, your tummy region? It doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes to have a really long shirt like that. This is a cropped version, so it just makes it really easy to just kind of lightly tuck in the front, and then the rest can kind of be like breezy and more open. It's a little bit more lightweight for the summertime. I also will wear this kind of like a shacket, like a layering piece. So maybe like a pair of high-waisted jeans or one of the skirts, maybe like a tank top or something sleeveless. And then I'll put this on top as kind of like a more loose, flowy piece to create a more hourglass shape. And Everlane is usually where I will go to get most of my button-ups and like super basic sweaters and stuff, if you haven't already heard me rave about them in the past. Without a doubt, one of the biggest trends in luxury beauty right now that I personally have really been enjoying are iridescent eyeshadows, whether it be a single shadow, a topper shade in a palette, sometimes all the shades in a palette. Every single brand is doing their own rendition of this trend. And while I don't want to say that this brand started the trend necessarily, the collection that comes to mind that started it for me is definitely the Chanel Byzance collection. If you recall, this is the one that was inspired by Byzantine jewelry. All the palettes featured either kind of jewel tones or neutrals with a pop of topper shade, like an iridescent, multi-dimensional topper shade. And I feel like this is very well received amongst our community because let's be real, a lot of us already have neutral eye palettes. We're looking for something different, but we also want something wearable because these palettes are getting more expensive and we want to be able to, you know, feel like we're using them for the money that we're spending. And so I think that while it's not the most groundbreaking release ever, I do think it is smart for Chanel to launch a palette that has, you know, some comforting neutral shades and then kind of this different shade that they don't normally have in a lot of their palettes. Maybe it's like shimmery and cool and fun, but it might not be something that you're going to wear every single day. There's a couple of other palettes that have launched this past spring that I've also been really obsessed with and been reaching for lately. The Guerlain spring palette, Aura Glow. That one's really pretty if you like more pinky tones. I would say all of the shadows in that palette are kind of like this shimmery, iridescent type of texture, but they do have that one white shade that is particularly multi-dimensional. I also really like the Dior summer palette, specifically the Pastel Glow. Once again, all of the shades in that palette have that kind of like soft, iridescent gossamer-like texture. It's kind of less about the pigmentation of the shadows, and it is more about that beautiful iridescent finish. It's like an iridescent wash of color, and I love the light pastel tones. Like, it's just so fresh and beautiful for spring. The Tom Ford Emerald Dusk palette, that one's really great too. The emerald shade in that one is kind of the multi-dimensional one, and then the rest of the shades in the palette are just like bright and kind of foily and like much more metallic and sparkly than ones that we've seen in the past. And then finally, actually, Chanel, they did it again with the spring collection. The Rivage palette has a shade that, not exact, but it's in kind of like the same vein as this one from the Byzance collection. A lot of brands are doing this not only for one collection, but also for follow-up collections as well. So it will be interesting to see if we see this trend kind of continue into holiday, when we already like to see more sparkly and blingy types of makeup looks. I don't care what people say, I am still very much on the quiet luxury bandwagon. I keep hearing that quiet luxury is over, that was so last year, that was so 2023, but like, that's not really what I'm seeing in real life or even on social media. I still keep seeing this quiet luxury aesthetic on Instagram, on YouTube. Sure, maybe it's not as buzzy of a term or a hashtag because as creators, we kind of like beat it to death in 2023, but I still think people very much are enjoying this kind of streamlined, maybe a little bit more minimalist, kind of luxe looking, classic clothing aesthetic. Would you guys agree? And usually when I want to go for that kind of aesthetic, I will turn to my more French or Parisian brands. I want to show you guys this really cute jacket that I'm very excited about. Does this not look like a dupe for the CELINE jackets? This is from Sandro. I love the CELINE jackets, friends, but they are legit like $5,000. They're so expensive. Even if you buy it pre-loved, you're looking at probably $3,000 for a CELINE jacket, and then you're trying to, you know, hope that you find one that fits really well. I feel like this one from Sandro is such a good option. Way, way cheaper than buying something from CELINE or even from Chanel. Maje and Sandro, they always have like the best tweed, boucle jackets, kind of like Chanel dupes. So, so good. The other piece that I got, this is actually also from Sandro. Take a look at this really cute color blocked streamlined knit dress. This is, first off, so comfortable, but it is also extremely versatile. In fact, in a single weekend, I wore this dress 3 times. I wore it Friday night to a steakhouse dinner with some heels and like a little vintage CELINE handbag. The next morning, or maybe it was Sunday, I woke up, went to church in this dress, once again wore like some closed-toed heels, a little jacket on top. Then I came home, changed into sneakers, and then wore it out to brunch. So like, depending on the shoes or the bag or maybe like the jacket or hat or whatever you wear with it, it can totally change the look. And the last sort of piece in this theme, in this obsession that I'm telling you guys about, are once again another pair of pants from Surprise Frame. They're one of my favorite brands. These are the Le Palazzo trousers. Now you guys know I really like the Le Palazzo jeans. Those are like my favorite jeans ever. I have these in black, and then I recently got them in this beautiful bone white. Oh my gosh, they look so chic with like a pair of maybe golden, you know, caramel brown loafers or something, you know, maybe like a sexy blouse. You could even put a sweater as like a transitional piece. These are also incredibly comfortable. They're really, really stretchy and kind of suck you in. You can see a trend here in a lot of these clothes, like they're all very comfortable. So these are the other pants that I've been wearing nonstop. Can we take a second to talk about soft matte lipsticks? I have been loving all of these lipsticks for spring, and it's really interesting because, you know, we see these brands, they're still launching skin tints and lip oils, kind of lighter, dewier, fresher formulations for spring and summer, but we're also starting to see matte formulations come back into style, except this time we have soft matte foundation and soft matte lipsticks. Basically products that are gonna give you the same matte finish, but they're not gonna leave you looking like a crusty crab at the end of the day. They're a little bit more hydrating and more comfortable and wearable, and hands down my favorite soft matte lipsticks that have launched this spring. Sorry to sound like a broken record, it's the ones from Merit. They're so good. I think I have maybe like 4 or 5 of the shades at this point. The shades are gorgeous. They feel like a cloud on your lips. They feel creamy, they don't dry out, they don't get crusty, they're really easy to reapply, they wear beautifully. They're not gonna be like the longest wearing matte lipstick. It's not gonna be like one of those liquid lipsticks that dry down, but I feel like they have decent wear time and they feel very comfortable on the lips. And then lastly, I wanna recommend a lipstick that I've never talked about on my channel. I've never heard of this brand. I think they're kind of like a smaller brand, and they gifted this to me in PR, and these are really good. I wanna get more shades. The name of the brand, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, is Queen Musia, and this is the packaging. It's very strange, but it's kind of cool. It sort of reminds me of, I don't know, like pistachio soft serve, if they ever have something like that. The packaging is interesting, but the formula, oh my gosh, so good. These are so good. They're so creamy. Maybe they're not completely matte. They have a little bit of like a creamy finish to them. They're not shiny at all. They're not satin lipsticks. They're beautiful. They're pigmented. They're creamy. They're rich. I just wanted to call it out to you guys. Like, these are really good. And the color that I have right here is called Montreux. And they have several other really beautiful colors on their website that I was taking a look at. Looks like they're made in Italy. They have an 18-month shelf life. I think I'm gonna have to buy at least 1 or 2 more shades. This is kind of like a warm rose, but they have some other ones that are a little bit lighter, a little bit more vibrant. And yeah, I think this is one of my new favorite lipstick brands. I have 3 more obsessions to share with you guys. And my next one is another fashion one. You guys know I absolutely love hats, and I've been having so much fun with my hats lately since I moved to Texas, and it's getting a little bit warmer, a little bit sunnier. Perfect hat weather. Also, as a plus, I've noticed that Western has kind of been a trend. I don't know if it's like the new Beyonce album or something like that, but I've seen a lot of Western styles pop up a lot on like social media and my fashion inspo. Anyway, guys, I have some really good hats that I'm going to show you, both Western but also classic if you're like not into the Western. The first style though is a Western style. This is a hat from a brand called GG This hat I feel like is perfect for women because a lot of times when you're looking for Western style hats, the brim is like so huge or a little bit overwhelming, or the head part is just very high and a little bit exaggerated. I wanted something that was like slightly more understated because I didn't want it to be like super cowgirl. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So I really like this one from GG because it's just a little bit more gradual, lower on the crown. It is a beautiful hat. I'll show you guys some photos of me at the rodeo. Not Western. I also recently unboxed this one from Hermes. This is just like a classic Panama style hat. You guys will see it's made of woven straw. It has the beautiful Hermes scarf around the brim right there with the little seashells. I thought I would find for you guys maybe like a more affordable similar hat. I found this really beautiful one from Brixton. I really like their hats, pretty reasonably priced, very good quality. This one I love because it is like this beautiful white, which just goes with everything. So if you have kind of like a printed dress or a printed skirt that you're rocking, you pop this on and it's kind of like the perfect summertime piece that blends in with the rest of your look. I also picked up this one, which looks a little bit more, what's the term, like rancher? I'm trying to learn all these hat terms and styles, but I like this one because it's a little bit more of a statement, and it also has the holes around the head for when it gets super hot and you need something a little bit more breathable. And the last one that I want to show you, this one is for my travelers out there. This is also from Brixton. Once again, kind of like a white summer Panama hat sort of style, except this one is packable. You can fold this one up and put it in your suitcase and it will just bounce back. It's not made of straw. It's actually made of cotton, which sounds a little bit weird. It's kind of like this very sturdy, structured shaped woven cotton. I'll show you guys a close-up of it here and hopefully it'll make sense. But I was really intrigued by this one because you can actually pack it. And we all know that is such a pain, and one of the biggest reasons why maybe we don't bring our hats with us when we go on trips. You can ruin them. So I thought this was a really good option to show you guys as well that I'm personally very excited about. My last favorite in the beauty category are ultra fair, super natural bronzers. And you might be thinking, well, Sophia, don't you always want your bronzer to look natural? And yes, sometimes, but a lot of times I do use bronzers that legitimately make me look more tan because that might be the look that I'm going for. But lately, I've really enjoyed these kind of very fair, almost looking like setting powder types of bronzers that legitimately make me look how I would look if I were to tan just a little bit. Does that make sense? And you know what? It's not always super easy to find these shades because a lot of brands, you know, they only launch maybe like 2 or 3 shades at a time. And those of us who are very fair or very deep, sometimes we have trouble finding a bronzer shade that is going to look flattering and natural on our skin tone. And I feel like this journey began last year when Pat McGrath launched her bronzers. And she launched that one shade, I believe it's called Naked Desire, that is the lightest shade. And a lot of people were like, this is real light. This is really light, Pat McGrath, okay? We know you're inclusive, but like that looks really light. I thought it looked beautiful. I was actually very pleasantly surprised and I used it all the time. Come 2024, YSL launches their bronzers and that lightest shade also surprisingly flattering. Also looks like it's gonna be like way too light, but a lot of us really enjoyed it. Then in the Sephora sale, I purchased the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. These are not new, but I feel like a lot of people don't talk about them anymore. That lightest shade is also really beautiful, really, really similar to the YSL ones. Then most recently, I bought the 01 shade from Hermes. I believe it's called Totori. And that one as well is just giving me like the perfect fair skin bronzer vibes. I also just got the Dolce & Gabbana one, but I haven't swatched it, so I don't know if I can fully put it into this category, but that one looks like it's going to work as well. Comment down below, should I do a video where I talk about the best bronzers, at least in luxury beauty for fair skin? That might need to happen. That might need to happen. Comment down below. And my last spring obsession, which is another fashion one, is fun and kitschy sunglasses. Just like with my hats, I'm having so much fun with my sunglasses, and the 2 pairs of sunglasses that I've really been obsessed with lately are number 1, these that I bought for myself for my birthday. They are from a brand called Crew. They make some of the most unique, most beautiful sunglasses I have ever seen. A lot of their designs have these kind of mixed colors. They kind of like mix the acetate together in different beautiful patterns. Very summery. They have some that are a little bit more bold, like the ones that I purchased here, which I believe the shade is called Gelato. Very, very summery, very fun and kitschy, but they also have, you know, like neutral and more subdued ones as well. They are such a beautiful brand. They're based out of New Orleans, so a lot of their sunglasses have details that are inspired by the architecture of New Orleans, and they also have a guarantee where, like, if you break, if you scratch any of your sunglasses, if they drop on the floor, anything like that, they will replace them, like no questions asked, which I think is very, very good, very valuable, because we ain't seeing that from a lot of luxury brands. That being said, I do have a pair of luxury sunglasses, very overpriced, but very beloved luxury sunglasses from Chanel that I recently picked up, and I'm having a lot of fun with these as well. I'll link them down below. I think you can purchase these off of the website, but I got these in my local boutique here in Dallas. They have the fun little hearts on the side that open up, and there's a little mirror in there. How cute is that? Oh, I love these. I love the lipstick red color. I think they're so fun. If I can find portable dupes for these, I will definitely check and I will link them down below. But I mean, how fun are these sunglasses? They're so, so cute. Find yourself a fun pair of sunglasses this spring and summer, even if it's just on Amazon. That's amazing as well. And that is it, my friends. Those are my top 10 obsessions for the spring and also summer season 2024. I hope that you like this style of video and maybe you got some good recommendations or maybe like some inspo of things you want to pick up or maybe just pull out of your closet and start styling for this new season. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below because I want to know, what have you been loving lately? Is there like a particular dress or maybe brand, maybe shoes, a perfect spring lipstick, anything? Like, what have you really been reaching for lately? I want to hear about it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, friends, I hope that you see some beauty in your day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.